Hello and welcome to Crypto News. Today is May the 16th of 2026, and the top crypto news is as follows. We'll start today's episode with the President of America and what moves he's made with crypto. Specifically, the President of America, Donald Trump, revealed thousands of transactions with HON during the first quarter of 2026. We're talking about 3,640. Transactions across approximately 2,000 different issuers, including 8 crypto companies, which are Coinbase, Robinhood, Block, PayPal, CME Group, Strategy, Mara, and CleanSpark. For Coinbase specifically, he was using a bird to buy little things, as you can see, and all of the president's transactions are estimated between $1.5 and up to $3.8 million. So he actively participates in crypto acceptance. Continuing, we'll go to the law firm that, as you know from Crypto News, was trying to get the frozen funds from Arbitrum. Despite all this, they didn't succeed, as the court allowed Arbitrum to move this money, since it didn't belong to the law firm and its clients. And since they didn't succeed there, now this specific law firm is trying to get the seized Tether worth over $344 million, which is frozen Tether from Iranian businesses, essentially due to the conflict that America and Iran have during this period. And I want to see if they manage to get this money, since the law firm's clients have fallen victim to fraud from Iran, as they say. And that's the reason they're trying to get this money. Continuing to our currencies, we'll go to THORChain, which is down 21% on the 7-day chart, and the reason is that it was hacked. THORChain stopped transactions after security researchers Mr. Zach and Pixel identified a suspicious exploit spanning Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Smart Chain, and Base, with estimated losses exceeding $10 million. THORChain itself confirmed that one of its 6 vaults in Asgard was compromised for $10.7 million. Below I have Pixel's tweet showing the breach. And THORChain itself says that it now has a plan to solve this damage with upgrades. Continuing with our breaches, I want us to go for another day to LayerZero, which, as it appears, is the main responsible party behind the kelp hack, and since then has simply been losing clients. And specifically today we'll see Lombard, which is another company that takes $4 billion from LayerZero and takes it once again to Chainlink, essentially, which it considers a better choice from what it seems. These days, generally LayerZero, as you can see from its price, is falling and is down 10% on the 7-day chart, with CertiK's managing director saying this is an unfair game. This specific company reports that attackers are increasingly targeting business security and supply chain weaknesses instead of smart contracts in the crypto market, saying that artificial intelligence tilts the board in favor of hackers and against defenders after a very difficult period. And as we've said in Crypto News many times, the more AI evolves, the more holes it will find in the crypto market. That's why we need to use it to fortify our systems. Continuing with our currencies, we'll go to Cardano, which seems to be increasingly preferred by whales. A bit more specifically, wallets holding at least 1 million ADA now control 25 billion tokens, a historic high representing 67% of circulation, according to Sentiment. This is the highest concentration in whale hands since July 2022, with the accumulation trend having started from December 2023 and doesn't seem to be stopping either. So most ADA is in few hands, something not good for decentralization regarding currencies. Below I'll have Sentiment's tweet showing essentially this accumulation in whale wallets since 2023. And for our last news of the day, we'll go to SpaceX, which essentially aims to go public on June 11th, having chosen Nasdaq as its platform essentially for this historic event. I'm saying this news for anyone who's simply very interested. And now we'll go to the crypto market, with Bitcoin standing at $78,000 to $79,000, with things in Asia appearing positive, since China will buy American oil to satisfy its insatiable appetite, as President Trump said. And generally these two powers seem to have found common ground these days on the trip that Trump took with very big CEOs of the planet to discuss nefarious business that China can do with America. I say more on X, on Crypto News, where I post the most important things. Despite all this, however good their relations may seem, there are still small thorns. Since President Trump stated that he refused to answer directly to Chinese President Xi Jinping when asked whether the United States would defend Taiwan in case of an attack from China. So as I said, there are thorns, but for now it seems that America and China have the best relations they've ever had, or at least as far as I remember. That wraps up the top news for crypto today. Is May the 16th of 2026. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.